Hi folks, I'm Patrick L. Riley. New York City always has so much to offer a scene, on Broadway and off Broadway. Opportunities to really not just be entertained, but to get in touch with your and our humanity. Let me tell you about two pieces that are running now on Broadway and off Broadway. The first, Purpose, directed by Phylicia Rashad. This is her directorial debut on Broadway. LaChanze's directorial debut off Broadway of Wine in the Wilderness by iconic playwright Alice Childress. Purpose is a family drama written by Brandon Jacobs Jenkins. It's a story that revolves around the Jasper family, a prominent African-American family with deep roots in civil rights and politics. But let me tell you about this star-studded cast. It includes LaTanya Richardson Jackson, who's most recently known for directing Piano Lesson a few years ago. Kara Young, who just took home the Tony for Pearly, victorious. Harry Lennox, who we know from an iconic filmography. He's done a lot of Spike Lee joints, among them my favorite, Get on the Bus. John Michael Hill, Glenn Davis, and Alana Arenas. Purpose, I promise you, is off the charts, and you want to get into the theater to see it. Now let's go downtown to the Classic Stage Company to talk about off-Broadway's best rendering this season, Wine in the Wilderness. Wine in the Wilderness is set against the backdrop of the Harlem riots of 1964. The story centers on artist Bill Jameson, who's working on a triptych representing Black womanhood. The play explores themes of identity, perception, and the complexities of Black relationships. And the cast includes none other than Denzel Washington's daughter, Olivia Washington, and critically acclaimed actor Grantham Coleman. The great thing about New York City theater is that there's something for everybody. These are two renderings that everybody is a buzz about, chomping at the bit to get tickets. Bellows upwards of $1,000 to see that Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal. But it's worth noting that you can just go right downtown and see Denzel Washington's daughter, Olivia Washington, in Wine in the Wilderness. Off-Broadway plays tend to have a more reasonable price point. But one thing I love about Purpose is that it is the directorial debut of the iconic Phylicia Rashad. And that, I mean, directorial debut on Broadway. This is a piece that has a wonderful group of producers, including Tony Award-winning LaChanze, who coincidentally is downtown doing her directorial debut in Wine in the Wilderness. A few small world tie-ins. Wine in the Wilderness, written by Alice Childress, who also wrote Trouble in Mind, the play that LaChanze did when Broadway returned after pandemic and was recently nominated for a Tony Award. I just love that she has embraced this particular playwright, Alice Childress, as a canon of work that she wants to not just bring to the Broadway stage and the off-Broadway stage as an actress, but as a director. So folks, don't get it twisted. Off-Broadway is only about theater size. Wine in the Wilderness is phenomenal. And any and every award it can win, from the Obie on down and around, it should. Not only did LaChanze really put her thoughtfulness into the direction of these actors, but each and every one of these cast members plays what is the strength of Black people at a time when we were finding our voice in the civil rights movement. This is 4 years before Aretha Franklin was demanding respect during the Harlem riots in 1964. And this piece unpacks the tension and the humanity of our times in real time. There are interesting parallels between Olivia Washington and Kara Young's characters, particularly in how they navigate and challenge preconceived notions within their respective environments. Both characters disrupt the established order and challenge the assumptions of those around them. Olivia Washington's Tommy, for example, in Wine in the Wilderness, shatters Bill's idealized and limited view of Black womanhood. Similarly, Kara Young's character often brings a raw honesty and complexity that forces other characters and the audience to confront their own biases around queer culture, around reproductive rights, and there's even Harry Lennox's patriarch looking to Kara Young's example for what's missing in his own sons. America loves Phylicia Rashad as the Claire Huxtable, America's favorite TV mom. And I think that is an essence that she brings to her direction of LaTanya Richardson Jackson as the matriarch of this family. She brings a strength and an edge and a compassion, but also a lot of humor. And it all blends into really a wonderful tale of the soul of Black folks. It really looks through a contemporary lens at how the new generation must connect to the older generation to see a more hopeful future, or to see a more understanding connection between family members who think and are wired differently. And though Phylicia Rashad put her Black girl magic on purpose, we have to amplify Kara Young, beloved by so many for so many reasons. But what she brings to purpose is a moral compass, but an energy that enthused. I was sitting in the row by Samuel L. Jackson, there to support his amazing wife, LaTanya Richardson Jackson. And isn't it also funny that Black Hollywood is taking over the Great White Way? From Sam Jackson in the house, representing LaTanya Richardson Jackson, to The Night I Saw Wine in the Wilderness, Pauletta Washington and John David Washington in the house to support their daughter and sister, daughter of Denzel, Olivia Washington. It really is amazing to see these once stage actors who've become Black Hollywood leading men back in their home, the place where they're most comfortable, the live stage.